and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Helps out a lot, and I appreciate the support. Want to reach 1,000 subscriptions here soon, and every subscription does count. So not only did we get the release for the Fantastic Four tickets, advanced tickets that is, I spoke on that yesterday, I believe, but we also got the release of the popcorn buckets, and I think these popcorn buckets are awesome, especially this Galactus bucket. Ladies and gents, let's look into it. We were hoping Marvel Studios would pull out all the stops with its theater merch for the Fantastic Four First Steps, and they haven't let us down yet. The show-stopping piece is a giant-sized Galactus popcorn bucket that's the biggest ever created at 20 inches wide and 17.5 inches tall. Theaters already charge a premium for items like this, so expect it to boast a similarly large price tag as well. And ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the best popcorn bucket that they have released for Fantastic Four. It just looks great, to be honest. Basically, it's a bust of Galactus's head. You have the popcorn at the top there. Sits up pretty tall, like they said, talking about just the dimensions of this thing. But overall, I think it is a good value. I'm wondering what the price is going to be for this. And we'll get some more interesting information regarding the release of the buckets. Once we keep reading through what we have here, I'm sure they're going to have some type of date on when these are going to be available. Herbie is another fantastic piece. With the adorable robot set to hold both your popcorn and beverage, there's also a Fantastic Car popcorn container and plenty of other goodies, which hopefully will suit all budgets. And with the Herbie, I guess it says popcorn and beverage, so kind of like the dual container that we saw with Jurassic World. I have the Herbie up on the screen right now, so a pretty cool design right there as well. Like I said, I do think Galactus is number one here just from aesthetics, and then you have the Herbie. I say that's a nice number two, very close, and you can do two things with it. You got your drink and you got your popcorn. Galactus is really just the popcorn. Marvel Studios hasn't revealed Galactus in all his glory outside of promo art and toys, so it's a little surprising that our first official look at the villain comes in the form of a popcorn bucket. I'm not surprised, to be honest. Like I said, and I talked about this when I talked about Jurassic World Rebirth vs. Superman, popcorn buckets are going to be a big thing moving forward when it comes to big releases of films and just releases in general. It's a tangible item that gets the person, the audience viewer, involved in the experience of going to see the movie at the cinema, so it's going to be a thing. I'm not surprised. Regardless, it'll make one heck of a statement piece if you sit down in a theater with this thing, for sure. They did put out some new promo, as I said they would as well, with the popcorn buckets, a little trailer, and not so much I want to say the popcorn buckets, but when I talked about the release of the advance tickets, I thought they put out a little clip, and not only a cool clip with scenes from the film, like different parts of footage as well, but also posters to go along with the release of the tickets and the announcements of the popcorn buckets. So this is definitely a big promo day for Fantastic Four and Marvel Studios. Now, we also have some popcorn tins here. This is from AMC. You got the popcorn tins here. These don't look that bad, a little more tame. Also attached to the popcorn tins, it looks like you have some blister toppers as well. They look like little figurines. That's cool. And then you have some totem cups. Those are cool as well. I'm showing those right now. So we have the Galactus, the Herbie, we have the popcorn tins, the totem cups. This is from AMC, ladies and gents. Then with Regal, we have the Fantastic Car. Now that one is cool as well. Kind of reminds me of that Thunderbolts promo that they had, but this car looks a little cooler, to be honest. Very retro, 60s vintage look there. I think the popcorn goes in the top. So that looks cool as well, and something a little less big on the lap. You know, something you just kind of hold. It's not really sticking up. It's not in your way there. And so that's from Regal right there. That's really well put together. And then Alamo Drafthouse, they have their pint glasses. These are cool as well. Again, something more tame and something you could just have in the cabinets at your house to commemorate the Fantastic Four release. So that's at Alamo Drafthouse. Now, as far as release for these popcorn buckets at AMC, the post states that you can collect these items on 7/24. So July 24th, ladies and gents, that's Thursday before the film officially releases on July 25th. And you know they're going to have those premieres. They might have an early fan screening. That might be even on Wednesday, to be honest. But Thursday, I know the film will definitely be screening in the later hours of the night. I'd assume Regal Movie Theaters is doing the same with the release of the Fantastic Car. Maybe a July 24th release at Regal for that Fantastic Car. So we covered AMC. We talked about their popcorn buckets availability. We talked about Regal. And now as far as Alamo Drafthouse goes for that pint glass, it says you can pre-order this pint glass with tickets while the supplies last. And then there's a disclaimer on the bottom saying that you have about a 30-day window. And so that looks like what we have for the release of these popcorn buckets for the Fantastic Four. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some good information on the release of these popcorn buckets to commemorate the Fantastic Four. I do have to say, as far as this Galactus bucket is concerned, it's my favorite of all the merch that they have put out as far as right now goes. And I think the Galactus bucket cracks the top 3 best popcorn buckets that they've ever put out for any studio right now. I think Mission Impossible is still at that #1 spot. I do think that dual container for Jurassic World Rebirth, it could take Mission Impossible's spot, to be honest. And then you have Galactus right there at #3. So I think you could debate which one is the best out of all 3, but definitely great product overall. Ladies and gents, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Helps out a lot. Like this video. Ring the bell for notifications. If I get more information on these popcorn buckets as far as pricing, I'll let everybody know. Other than that, be safe. It's Neff signing off.